You say Israel has changed in both positive and negative ways. Can you share with us what you mean by that and what ways are you talking about?
So first of all, I have to say about positive, people become more, in some way I have polite and patience, and in Israel it's not so common to
Yeah.
find people that are very uh, easygoing. So I think in if I want to find a positive point of views, so first of all is the people become much more open their hearts more and become much more kind, and that's amazing. Um, because I thought that Israel is sometimes can be tough. Um, Also, there is a lot of help that comes from abroad. For example, from people all over the world, and not only Jewish people. I know a lot of Christian people that comes here and volunteer in Israel. So I have to say that in some way, this is the positive point of view. The negatives is, everyone in Israel lost someone or know someone who lost someone and know someone and heard some story. Before it, even though Israel is a very tough country in security way, it wasn't like that. And now that's crazy. Everyone knows something, knows someone. Um, and I think the whole moral status of the country, of the people, is changed every time, every day, in relation to what happened in the war in Gaza and what happened in Israel. So everything is very fragile now, I have to say. Not I'm not speaking about politics because I'm not so into politics. So I'm speaking like about the environment in the streets. And in some way, when some, for example, when the IDF has released the four hostages in June, the whole country were so happy, and so people actually celebrated it. And the lifeguard at the beach, he shouted on his micro speaker that the IDF rescued four hostages. So the whole country has celebrated. And then 2 weeks ago, when we discovered that six hostages got executed inside the tunnels in Gaza, the whole country has cried. So everything is very, some way connected, and in some way very, I don't know, like different the whole time, very crazy way.
I can only imagine the roller coaster of emotions that you'd be feeling. How difficult is it for you knowing that there are still hostages being held in Gaza?
Wow, that's crazy for me because, to be honest, at the first moment when I heard about it, I thought to myself, wow, I've been there. I was there too, and that's crazy. I cannot accept that people that were on the same ground that I was at the same party. It was a party. It's not, I don't know, not an operation like an army operation. It was a party. We came to dance, and there are some of them executed inside the tunnels in Gaza, and some of them are still being held right now in Gaza. And that's crazy. It doesn't make sense for me. I was there, and then I passed through, as I told you, so much things and moments in the last year, and there are people that still, in some way, it's very easy to say, like, still at the same moment. For them, they are in the same moment. They are the Gaza tunnels and just waiting. That's impossible to think about it. That's
I wanted to ask, are you still making music? And what is the message you want to share to people who may be listening to your story for the very first time?
wow. So first of all, about my music, I am kind of in some way there is like kind of a writer's block. You know what does it mean? So I don't know. It's for me, it's very intuitive. I'm going to write whenever I feel that I need to do it, and in some way, it doesn't call me for a couple of weeks. So for now, it's kind of stopped, but I'm sure it will continue because from now I'm trying to be focused much more about speaking, and I am I would call like giving talks about what happened for me and what happened after it, and it gave for me a huge impact after. And I think I'm trying to keep what I told you, like to follow my dreams a bit more and be a bit more kind to the people. And this is the message I'm trying to share to the world. Be a bit more kind, appreciate a bit more your moments, because you never, no one actually knows when is the last moment, unfortunately. So just appreciate a bit moments in your life, and I think our life probably will be a bit better. And I think this is like the thing that I'm trying to be focused on in the previous 2 months and in the next one. And maybe I will connect it I will find a combination with music. One day it will happen I hope in the next couple of months. But I think the last thing that I want to say is I found that even in Israel, people in some way, I want to say it like in some correct way and very compassionate way, is take responsibility about yourself. That's like the line, like the topic. But I have to say that about your ideas, educate yourself, study, read a lot, and like be very ask a lot of questions. Try to find the real truth, not only the videos that ran on Instagram. I think we all kind of losing a lot of information when we are receiving it only from TikTok or Instagram or even Telegram. So just be much more, ask more questions about facts that you read. And I think maybe that will change the story, because in some way I have to tell you that after some conversation, like talks that I had in the US, some woman told me that I think she was not an Jewish, she was Christian. She told me that it's really easy to see the difference between the pro-Palestinians and the pro-Israeli sides, because we are trying to keep it much less violent. Like there is no violence at all. It's much more quiet and much more showing support than, I don't know, the other side, that it's much more aggressive and much more loud and much more. Um, I think it can, in some way, we can see the difference only from this. And if we will find and do our own research behind it, I hope people will find the facts.
Shalev Biton, thank you so much for being so generous with your time and sharing your reflections with us. We really appreciate it.
So thank you so much, Gabriella, and have an amazing week and great day.